wouldn't have tried to stop us if we hadn't been on the right track. Keep her headed for North Point. I'll have the detector assembled by the time we get there.
So they got away again.
Yes, sir. I suppose we'll have to move the transmitter away from here now.
Not the transmitter, the radium in it. We'll let the detector lead Reardon and the girl right to their death.
It looks pretty intricate, Lance. How does it work?
This is the microtomic finder that picks up the radium rays. As the rays pass through the detector, they magnetize these two parallel needles. And when the radium is approached, the point of the needles move towards each other.
And when it's located, the needle points meet.
Right.
Let's get started, Lance. The needle's getting closer.
Yes, we must be on the right track. The radium must be in there.
And that's where Father will be.
It's this way. The radium should be right here.
It is right here. You can thank the radium detector for leading you to your doom. These tunnels connect with a subterranean lake, which I use to dispose of my enemies. Open the floodgates and drown the rats. Come on, Clara.
Detector's ruined.
Would it take long to get another one?
It wouldn't do any good. Mephisto would learn about it and never allow any radium near your father.
I can't understand how he discovers every plan we make.
After all, we know that he's one of the three owners of the island. We'll have to be more careful in what we say and do.
You're right. Do you suspect any one of them in particular?
I've sort of been wondering about Professor Hargraves.
Hargraves. He was the one who arranged for us to stay here. If he knew of the secret passage to my room, he could have heard us discuss the clue that led us to where Father was a prisoner.
Mephisto doesn't know it, but I have devised an attachment for the transmitter that will develop a jet of radium vapor that will cut through anything, even the walls of this dungeon. Block the door to keep them out until we're ready.
What's up? Reardon's on his way here. We gotta get the prisoners and the transmitter out of here at once. You better take a look down the passage. Reardon's due here any minute.
That'll do it. Now we'll take care of anyone who tries to follow us.
Aside from our suspicions, there's really nothing to link Hargraves up with what happened.
How about Brayley? He seemed pretty resentful when we brought back the power control unit.
Then we searched through all the tunnels, but we couldn't find Professor Forrest. However, our discovery of the radioatomic power transmitter proves that he's alive and still on this island.
Perhaps you're right, but how do you propose to find him?
My plans aren't quite completed yet, Mr. Brayley.
Where is this machine now?
I don't know. When we went back, it had disappeared, but it will be useless to whoever took it because I removed the power control unit, which is a vital part, and I have it here.
Keep quiet, Miss Forrest, and you won't be harmed. I want that power control unit. Where is it?
It's in the suitcase.
Open it. Get her out of here.
Reardon's car is following. He's gaining.
When we round the next curve, get out and use the rope.
When you think it over, there's no more evidence against Brayley than there was against Hargraves.
That leaves Armstrong. He was loitering in the corridor when we spoke of recovering the power control unit.
Oh, Ruga, is there a motorboat available that we can use this afternoon?
Yes, one of my friends has a speedboat at the pier. I will make arrangements right away.
That'll be fine, Ruga. We'll certainly appreciate it.
Maybe he heard our plans to go out in the motorboat and sent those men to attack us.
He got the control gadget. Let's go.
Doesn't seem to be damaged. We'll leave the lid open and dry it off.
The needle on the gauge seems to be moving up a little.
That looks like trouble. Get going, Claire.
And whoever has the control unit is doomed.
Seems hopeless. Armstrong, Braley, Hargraves. There's no real evidence against any of them.
So I intend to get that evidence by setting a trap to prove which one is Mephisto. I'll bait it with this detector.
But the detector is ruined.
We're the only ones that know that. Tonight, we'll tell the others that... Fortunately, the pressure of the water kept us away from the rocks, and I was able to retain the radium detector. I feel confident it will lead us not only to Professor Forrest, but prove the downfall of Mephisto.
I suppose you realize that possession of this instrument endangers your life.
I'd say that all our lives were in danger as long as it's in this house.
But we have to keep it here, Mr. Hargraves.
Then, gentlemen, I would suggest we place it in our vault. It's burglar-proof, and only the three of us know the combination.
That's a good idea.
I'll open the vault. Come on, Lance.
Thank you.
Put it in there. Now we can all rest easy. None of us will open the vault unless you're present.
Be careful of the wire.
Did you manage it?
Finally. I connected the photoelectric cell with this light. It will flash the moment anyone opens the safe.
Splendid. Now all we have to do is wait.
There it is. You stay here.
Badly hurt?
No, the spear just missed him.
Over here.
What happened?
Somebody opened the vault and was trying to steal the radium detector when I found him. Knocked me out. I don't remember what happened after that. Where's Armstrong?
There he is.
Just a minute, Armstrong.
You don't understand. I can explain everything.
Yes, that you're Captain Mephisto and you came back for the radium detector.
Well, you're wrong. I'm not Captain Mephisto.
What are you up to? As one of the co-owners here, you wouldn't come sneaking in that way unless you were trying to conceal something.
We'll find out if he's guilty.
All of the lights are out. Well, it looks as if I let Captain Mephisto slip right through my fingers.
Well, there isn't much to say in defense of Armstrong.
Guilty or not, at least he failed to get the radium detector.
Wouldn't have mattered much if he had. It was damaged beyond repair. I only put it in the vault as bait for Captain Mephisto.
And you can depend on our full cooperation in bringing Armstrong to justice.
What can we do to help?
Patrol the docks. Send out word that no one is to leave the island. We'll organize our search in the morning.
Oh, good morning, Lance.
Morning.
Any news?
Not yet, but...
Hello? Yes, he is. Just a moment. It's for you, Lance.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello, Reardon. This is Armstrong. Oh, I know my behavior last night seemed suspicious to you, but with your help, I can clear up this whole situation. I have evidence which will not only clear me of any suspicion, but it will also tell us who this Captain Mephisto is.
Can you produce this evidence?
Yes, I can. I'm hiding in the shack at Palisades Beach. I want you to get some film developer and come out here. But don't tell Braley or Hargraves about it. That's all. I'll be waiting for you.
Armstrong says he's at Palisades Beach and wants me to bring some film developer.
What new kind of trick is this?
It may be an attempt to trap us, but he says he can tell us who Captain Mephisto is.
Do you believe him?
I'm going to play along with him and find out what happens. I'll go get the developer and meet you at the car.
All right.
D1, calling CM. D1, calling CM.
This is CM. Go ahead.
Reardon and the girl are driving out along the beach road.
Very well. Wait where you are for 10 minutes.
Yes, sir. Come in, Reardon. You can put away that gun.
Come to the point, Armstrong. What's this all about?
I know you don't trust me.
Frankly, I don't.
I have some film here that'll convince you. I rigged up this camera last night so it would snap a picture of anyone tampering with the vault. And I used infrared film so it could be photographed without a flash showing.
Then why did you come sneaking back as you did? After all, you're one of the owners of the island.
Because I don't know who this Captain Mephisto is. And if he knew I had this film, he'd kill me.
Here's the developer. Let's see what's on the film. All right, Claire.
We'll soon know the identity of Captain Mephisto. Now, if you'll put out the light, I'll develop the film. The image should be on the film now, and it won't be my picture.
Or mine either. Drop those guns. Turn on that light.
I'm afraid Mr. Armstrong is dead. Brand must have shot him.
Too bad he had to die to prove his innocence. Let's hope the film he was developing will help show us the identity of the man that we're after. The film is ruined. It's useless. This held the picture of one of two men, Brayley or Hargraves. And one of them is Captain Mephisto.
Reardon escaped, but I finished Armstrong.
Yes, his death was necessary, but it narrows the field for Reardon. He has suspected from the first that I'm one of the owners of the island. Now he has only 2 suspects left. We must see to it that he doesn't endanger my plans to control world industry with Forrest's invention.
Forrest is stalling. He could have finished the radio-atomic transmitter weeks ago.
I'll settle that today. My men tell me you're delaying your work in the hope of a rescue, Forrest. I've warned you I wouldn't stand for it.
I've told you that the work could not progress as long as you insist upon interrupting with meaningless threats. I am neither frightened nor impressed by your piratical swashbuckling.
Maybe this will impress you. You have 2 days to complete the work.
It'll take more than 2 days to repair that.
Kill him! Wait. Death by shooting is too quick and easy. But I'll devise a more painful method for your removal. Forrest has plenty of courage. He called my bluff.
I didn't know you were bluffing. In another moment, I'd have fired.
The only way we can force him to terms is to capture his daughter, bring them face to face, and convince him that her life depends upon his obeying orders.
That ought to do it.
It will, and at the same time leave Reardon completely confused as to my real identity.
And so Armstrong, like Melton, met his death in an effort to uncover the identity of Captain Mephisto.
Well, then you're still without a clue.
Yes, but I'm not giving up.
I think Mr. Reardon, as our guest, is perhaps a little reticent about voicing any suspicions that might embarrass us. However, this affair has become so serious that it is necessary to speak plainly.
Well, naturally, I have some suspicions and theories.
Oh, by the way, this may affect your theories. There was a telephone call for you a short while ago, Reardon, by a man who said he'd expose the true identity of Captain Mephisto. Of course, that is for a price.
Who was the man?
Oh, he didn't leave his name, only a telephone number. Let's see, I wrote it down. Oh, I left it near the safe.
Just a moment. What time did that message come in?
I see. It's important to know when I was here. About a half an hour ago, I'd say.
Captain Mephisto!
Mephisto. This is it. Put up your hands.
You were a brave man, Reardon, to follow me here. That little fireplace is where all my enemies meet their end. As you so aptly put it, this is it. Take him, men.
Want us to throw him in, Captain?
One moment. Let me explain our little drama to Mr. Reardon. We were purposely led here in order that Miss Forrest might be made a prisoner.
I don't know. Wait, don't shoot. If I tell you Captain Mephisto will do worse than kill me,
He's dead. We both saw him fall into the flames.
That wasn't Mephisto, that was Higgins.
Do you expect me to believe that? I've seen Mephisto enough to know that it wasn't anybody in disguise.
That wasn't a disguise. Higgins went through the transformation and came out Captain Mephisto.
What transformation? How does it work?
I've never seen it. All I know is when he wants to change his identity, he goes through the transformation room and comes out Captain Mephisto, and then reverses it to go back to
Hargraves or Braley? Which one?
I don't know.
Look, Brand, I'll make a deal with you. If you'll play ball with me, I'll get Mephisto to trade you for Miss Forrest.
Not a chance. You'd never find him.
I think I could manage to get a message to him. Get going.
Why not do as Captain Mephisto asks and finish work on a transmitter? He'll kill us if he don't.
And he'll kill us if I do. I invented the radioatomic transmitter to supply unlimited motive power to the world through the release of radium energy. But he intends to use it as an instrument of evil and secure world domination for himself. No, Raymond, I never intend to finish it.
I thought as much. Forrest, I'll give you just 24 hours to complete the job.
Nothing you can say or do will make me.
Perhaps you'll change your mind.
Claire!
Father!
Very touching reunion. Now will you finish the transmitter?
Don't do it, Father. Lance Reardon is on this
Lance
island.
Reardon is dead. Well, Forrest?
I have no choice. But my daughter must be released and allowed to leave the island.
That's understood. But after the job is completed, not before. How soon will it be ready?
It won't take long. But there isn't room enough here for a demonstration.
Very well. Get everything ready and I'll have you moved to a larger place. Remember, any trickery will result in her death.
I understand.
Have you heard from Brand yet?
No, sir.
I must find out what happened to him.
Did you find out why Captain Mephisto was so anxious to obtain that paper?
It was all a trick to decoy me away while Captain Mephisto's men kidnapped Miss Forrest.
But how did you escape the trap?
I managed to turn the tables on them. Captain Mephisto and one of his men are dead.
Dead?
Say, this is great news.
What happened to the man you call Brand?
I captured him.
Then there's nothing to worry about. You can make him tell where Miss Forrest is being held. Or have you tried that?
No. I'll use force if necessary, but only if a plan I have fails.
What is the plan?
To exchange Brand for Miss Forrest. Now that Captain Mephisto's dead, Brand must be the leader of the organization.
I see. And all the rest of the men will want him back.
How do you expect to contact him to make the arrangements?
I have Mephisto's car outside. I'll cruise around the island with the radio open. Sooner or later, they'll try to contact Brand. And when they do, I'll cut in and make a deal.
An excellent idea.
Well, I hope you're successful.
Thank you.
Calling Lance Reardon. Calling Lance Reardon.
Reardon answering. Who is it?
Captain Mephisto.
It couldn't be. He's dead.
I assure you I am not. Miss Forrest is here, and I'll exchange her for Brand. Where is he?
I'll tell you that after she's safe in the mansion house.
It's impossible for me to take her there. But if you come here, I'll turn her over to you, providing you give me your word to release Brand.
You have it. How do I get there?
Come out Lava Canyon Road to the suspension footbridge. Cross it, and you'll find the cabin a short distance away.
I'll start at once.
B1, calling CM. B1, calling CM.
CM answering. Where are you, Brand?
Reardon's got me tied in the car, and it's parked near the suspension bridge. He's on his way to the cabin now.
Splendid. Now that I know where you are, I can finish him when he gets here. Never mind that. You're very gullible, Reardon. It's going to prove fatal.
I think not. Kill me and you'll never find Brand.
I know where he is. Turn around. Get your hands up. Now, Reardon.
This is a surprise.
Why, Miss Forrest, we thought you were a prisoner.
I managed to rescue Claire, but I'd rather not go into details right now.
You seem a little impatient, Reardon.
I am. It's about time we got down to brass tacks about this Captain Mephisto situation.
But you said he was dead.
I was wrong. I met him again and wounded him in the left arm.
Then all you have to do is look for a man with a wounded arm.
That's just what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start right here.
What?
Why, he's accusing one of us of being Mephisto.
That's an insult.
Not to an innocent man.
That's right. Why not just show us your left arms and let's settle the question once and for all?
I'll do nothing of the kind. I don't have to prove to anybody that I'm not a reincarnated pirate who goes around killing people.
Or murdering Jekyll and Hyde with the habits of a werewolf. That's so absurd, it's really funny. Come on, Hargrave, let's show.
Not me.
Well, it seems to be the only way to satisfy them. There you are, Lance. Take a good look.
Thanks for your cooperation, Mr. Braley.
Oh, it's all right.
How about you, Mr. Hargraves?
Why, there's not a mark.
I hope you're satisfied.
Well, you could hardly blame Hargrave for being a little irritated.
Faces of Reardon and the Forrest girl when they didn't find any wound on my arm?
Yes, sir, from behind the knight's helmet. But I'm more mixed up than they were.
Well, you see, my dear Brand, when I go through the transformation, the molecular arrangement of the blood corpuscles is so changed that any wound is healed immediately.
That's too deep for me.
Let's get to more urgent matters. Is the power transmitter ready for final demonstration?
Yes, sir. Forrest has it set up in the old fortress.
Good. I can finish all my plans more conveniently there. Are you ready for the demonstration?
Yes. This is the teletube, which must be attached to the distributor of the motor in the plane that we're going to use. And this is the television screen, which enables us to watch the plane in flight. This is the control lever that directs the plane.
Ingenious as usual, Professor. We'll use the company plane for our demonstration. Go out and attach this to the plane motor.
Yes, sir.
There must be some clue to where Father is. We know that Mephisto visits him, and so does Brand.
Claire, you've hit it. We also know Brand's car. All we have to do is spot it and follow it. You take the company plane, I'll cruise along by car, and we'll keep in touch by radio.
Let's get started.
Teletube on the distributor.
Direct the focus of the transmitter towards the plane. If you'll step over here, Captain, you'll see the plane. My daughter. You said she was a prisoner.
I let her go. I wanted to surprise you.
That's a lie. You were just as surprised as I was to see her at the plane.
All right, then, she escaped. Get on with the demonstration.
I refuse to take that plane off the ground with my daughter in it.
Look, she took off herself.
And she's going to fly it herself. We can do the demonstration later.
Either you take control of that plane or I will. The worst I can do is crash it.
Wait. All right. I'll do it.
Calling Lance Reardon. Calling Lance Reardon.
Hello, Claire.
Something's happened to the plane. The controls won't work.
That's funny. Are you losing altitude?
No, and the airspeed is constant.
Turn off your ignition and tell me what happens.
The motor's still going.
I thought so. Your plane's being controlled by your father's power transmitter. What's your direction?
Almost due northwest.
I'll head in your direction and try to spot you. Keep your radio open.
Calling Lance Reardon. Calling Lance Reardon.
What is it?
I can see Brand's car. It's parked near the old fortress.
I'm on my way.
I can handle it now.
It takes practice. You crashed the plane.
Time up. Now we'll try the plane for altitude.
You'll make her black out.
I'm going up fast, Lance. I'm getting dizzy.
Hold tight, Claire. I'm getting close to the fortress. Lance calling Claire. Claire, come in. Calling Claire. Lance calling Claire. Come in, Claire.
She'll die up there. She has no oxygen, no parachute. Bring her down.
I want to see if the plane can be controlled in the stratosphere.
Hold it.
Claire's up on that plane. She'll black out.
She's blacked out already.
Untie me so I can get her down. must find out what happened to Claire. Try and get her on the radio.
Calling Claire Forrest. Lance Reardon calling Claire Forrest.
Yes, Lance. I'm in control of the plane again. What about Father?
Let me speak to her. Claire, listen carefully. Land as near the fortress as you can. Then take the teletube off the distributor and bring it here.
All right, Dad. What do you plan to do?
Trap Captain Mephisto with me as bait.
What do you mean?
If I place this teletube in my pocket, anyone watching this television screen can follow my movements wherever I go. We're going to let Mephisto capture me again.
No, Dad, he'll kill you.
That's not likely. He's lost the transmitter, and I'm the only one who can build him another.
It's dangerous, but we're all in danger every moment that man lives.
I suppose you're right. What's my part of the job?
We're hoping Mephisto will take me to his secret headquarters. Watch every move that's made.
I'll take your father to the mansion, and I'll be at the radio in my car. Keep in constant touch with me.
Goodbye, dear. And keep your nerve.
Goodbye. Be careful, both of you.
Goodbye.
And Mephisto used my transmitter to send her to her death in the plane.
Why, the ruthless beast.
Get a room ready for Professor Forrest, please.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure the plane crashed?
It must have. I'm going out now to search for the wreckage. Take care of him. Get him to bed.
No. I'll stay here. I won't sleep until I hear from you.
Perhaps she's alive, Forrest. You'd better go to bed.
No, I'd rather wait here for news.
Then I'll get you a little stimulant. You're having a chill.
Lie back here.
An aspirin is really what you need. I'll be right back.
Calling Lance Reardon.
Go ahead, Claire.
Hargraves and Brady left Father alone. Then Brand came into the reception room from a secret passage behind Mephisto's picture. He's taken Dad through it at the point of a gun.
Where are they now?
There's a right-hand turn in the passageway. Now they're going down a long flight of stone stairs. Wait, there's a door near the bottom of the stairs. Brand is opening it by pressing a spot below the knob.
Yes, what now?
They're crossing a lighted room to an iron door. Brand is forcing Dad into another room that looks like a laboratory.
So that's it. Mephisto's den is under the mansion house. Get to the plane and come in as quick as you can. I'm on my way.
Rick, how'd you get here?
Where's Captain Mephisto?
Try and find out.
I'm going to. Stand away from that door.
more interesting finished plan for Mr. Reardon. We'll dress him in my costume, place him in the transformation chair, and perform the miracle of metamorphosis.
You mean change him the way you change yourself?
Yes, he'll be exactly like me in face and stature, and I and my other personality will capture him. It will be the perfect crime. Pick him up.
How did you...
So you've killed Captain Mephisto. Excellent, Miss Forrest. You've saved our community the expense of a hanging.
But where's Lance?
Didn't he come with you? He went out to find you.
Why, no. He knew where I was. He must have come here. Look at this room. There's been a fight.
There was. I could hear it.
I'm afraid something's happened to Lance. Something dreadful. Lance, what happened?
So he is dead. That was intended to be me lying there.
You? What do you mean?
With Claire's help, I traced Mephisto to this room. I had a fight with Bran and Mephisto, and I was knocked unconscious.
But you escaped.
Luckily, I revived as they were about to put me through the transformation process. It would have changed me into Captain Mephisto. After I came to, I knocked out Mephisto, and I chased this fellow through a passage that led to Brayley's room.
Then Brayley was Captain Mephisto.
Brayley, my partner. No doubt I was to be his next victim, and he would have become sole owner of Mystery Island. Here you are, Professor. I, Henry Hargraves, sole owner of Mystery Island, hereby assign to William Forrest all rights to the island's vast deposits of radium-bearing pitchblende.
Thank you, Mr. Hargraves. This assures the success of my radioatomic power transmitter.
Isn't it wonderful, Lance?
Yes, indeed. You've made a great contribution to science.
I owe you all a great deal for ridding this island of Captain Mephisto.
Oh, I beg pardon. I was just cleaning the passage.